Volunteers with a New Hampshire-based nonprofit are preparing now to make their 9th trip to Ukraine to help deliver food and supplies specifically to children displaced by the war with Russia. Common Man for Ukraine has provided more than $3 million in aid over the past 2 years. However, as the fighting there continues, volunteers say donations to help more kids are more critical than ever. News Center Maine's Vivian Lee has our story from Ashland, New Hampshire.
From delivering hundreds of Christmas presents to Ukrainian children in orphanages and safe houses, transporting tons of food, clothing, and supplies deep into the war zone, to establishing trauma counseling camps for displaced children. Common Man for Ukraine is on a mission to support the youngest survivors of a war that has raged for more than 2 years. They are trying to bring happiness and joy to children living in chaos and fear.
We try hard to let them see what it's like, get that feeling in the heart, and that's it.
Susan Matheson and Alex Ray are the founding members of the nonprofit, which also focuses on the emotional toll of hundreds of children who have lost family members to the fighting.
Their fathers are dead, and they're worried about their mothers being killed by a bomb.
Volunteers are now preparing to fly to Ukraine and Poland in April. The 9th mission, but volunteers say they're only scratching the surface of the humanitarian crisis.
Our partners on the ground tell us that it's worse than ever.
Besides food and supplies, volunteers will distribute 100 sleeping bags donated by Nemo Equipment located in Dover, New Hampshire. The company is also donating camping pods to give kids a chance to escape the war and have fun.
Set up a tent, be outside, have a fire, just that magical experience that all kids enjoy.
The nonprofit has raised and distributed more than $3.2 million in aid. Donations have poured in from across New England and the country. Some are frustrated that aid for the war-torn nation has been held up in Congress. Volunteers say they need the generosity from the public to keep the mission going until a ceasefire.
The war in Ukraine is showing us the very worst of humanity as well as the very best of humanity.
Helping the next generation of children rebuild their country and their lives. In Ashland, New Hampshire, Vivian Lee, News Center, Maine.